Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS Inform. I'm Bill Potter, and we are here at the Dubois County 4-H Fairgrounds, and we're going to talk with Jan Dougan. Jan is the Dubois County Extension Educator, and Jan, this has been a really busy week for you.
It has been a really fun and busy week.
Oh, there you go. Fun is the best part. Now, what we want to point out is a lot of folks think of the Extension Service because of the Dubois County 4-H Fair. People think of 4-H only happening during 4-H week. But all of these are so much more. 4-H goes throughout the year, but the Extension Service, this is just a part of what you do.
Yeah, when you think about the 4-H Fair, Bill, it's really the celebration of the 4-H year, and it's really a showcase for the community about what 4-Hers are doing, about the project work they're doing, about the livestock animals they're caring for all year long. 4-H is a year-long program. And Purdue Extension is just a part of that because we have the 4-H youth educator in our office that helps manage the 4-H program. But, you know, Purdue Extension is here to support the 4-H program during this week.
Now let's talk about what is the Purdue Extension Service. I run into people all the time that say, well, what really do they do? And I said, actually, you should ask, what don't they do?
Yeah, some days you wonder, what don't we do? But Purdue Extension is a part of the land-grant university system, and our land-grant university in Indiana is Purdue, and educators are hired to work in the communities, to live and work in the communities that they serve. And so when you think about the different program areas we have agricultural natural resources, and that's Ken Eck, our educator that works in that area, and he does a lot with the agricultural community. But when you think about the education information that they need, so he tries to keep all the farmers and those in agribusiness up to date on what's happening and what's going on. He helps with pesticide certification. He does some other certifications in the county. He also works with homeowners. So if you've got a tree that's dying and you're like wondering, well, what the heck is wrong with that tree? You could call our office and Ken will either try to diagnose it over the phone, or he might even make a home visit to find out what's going on and make a recommendation for you. We get countless bugs and critters brought into the office that he has to identify. Some things he has to send off to a lab to have further diagnostics with, but I mean, really when you think about those kinds of things, those are his responsibilities here in our community. And then our 4-H youth educator, of course, that's Jennifer Monarch, who was newly hired July 1st and has started work, and this fair has been a great experience for her.
Baptism by fire.
Yeah, meeting everyone and learning more about the program here. But her responsibilities are 4-H and youth development. So she will be working with not only the 4-H program, but with other organizations that serve youth and really try to provide education for youth in our communities and those organizations that serve youth. Then my area of expertise is health and human sciences. And when you think about raising kids, eating right, spending smart, living well, you think about all those different things. Those are the kinds of community education programs that I provide in the community. So you might see me out there teaching Dining with Diabetes. Next week I'll be teaching a Serve Safe certification class, because in every food establishment in the state of Indiana, there has to be someone who is certified in food safety, and so as a Purdue Extension educator, it's my responsibility to provide that programming in the community. I also work with a number of community coalitions in the county. We also go into the schools, and you might find me in the schools teaching Professor Popcorn and My Pyramid to help kids understand the foods that they need to eat to grow healthy bodies. And then I also have the pleasure of supervising and being responsible for our nutrition education program in our community that really is a part of the SNAP education program. So SNAP Ed is federal funding that comes from the USDA, and what we try to do with that program is we try to educate those families who are food stamp eligible families about nutrition and how they can feed their families better for less, and also a little bit about budgeting, and so that they can do better with their budgets and maybe have some money left at the end of the month that maybe they could save it or purchase something that their family needs. We most recently have expanded that program, and I'm very pleased and honored that Dubois County was selected to have a community wellness coordinator. And you know Ashley. Ashley Niehaus has taken on that role and responsibility in our county, and she will be looking at 4-Hers having a good time.
Oh yeah.
Ashley will be looking at the environment, looking at policy, and how those things impact our wellness and our well-being, and what we might be able to change to make the healthy choice an easy choice for everybody that lives right here in Dubois County.
Now, you summed it up there in really 5 or 6 minutes, but it's so big what you do. I think sometimes if folks just have a question about things, give you a call and find out, because you'll come and talk to a group. Kenny Eck will go and talk to a group. I know that if I talked to him one time about zucchini, my zucchini plants were growing great, then all of a sudden the next morning they're dead. And there's a virus that they get in the ground and you can't get rid of it. You just got to move them to another place. So there's things that you learn, and it's simply a simple call. And because of you, I read the label of everything I buy now. So I know how much dietary fiber and how much sodium and all of that. Thanks very much. You have complicated my life, but you have made it much better. I think I feel and eat better than what I did before.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you're doing well.
I am. Now, let's get back to the fair a little bit. This is on Friday night that you're watching this on 18WJTS, and a lot of people are thinking, oh, the fair's over on Friday night, because years ago it was. Basically, the animals were all gone Friday afternoon, and there wasn't a whole lot going on Friday night. But that's not the case this year, because now the fair is running Tuesday through really Saturday afternoon and evening.
That's correct. So we still have a lot going on out here tonight, Friday night. So, anybody that's out there that wants to come out and enjoy the fair, you're more than welcome. The exhibit buildings will be open. The animals are still here to see. And, that's just a great experience for someone who maybe doesn't have that ag background, or who does not live on a farm. And, bring your kids, bring your grandkids out here. They can pet a sheep. They can pet a goat. They can see the beef cattle or the dairy cows or the swine that are in the swine barn. It's really an up close and personal experience with those animals.
It is. I know my one grandson got to pet a sheep. He was thrilled to death. My other grandson was real excited last night. He said, look, I got a sheriff's badge, and I got this sheriff eraser and this other sheriff eraser, because he got a chance to talk to the sheriff's department. So they really get a kick out of being out here. We've
got a lot of community groups and organizations that are out here at the fair. They're here promoting their services and what they do. It's a great experience for people to come out to the county fairgrounds.
Okay, one more thing. What is going on tomorrow at the fair?
Tomorrow is Saturday. So Saturday we're offering a farmer's market and a craft market. There is an antique car and tractor show. Early in the morning is the Run for Fun. Okay. So if anybody's filling up to it in the morning, this is a great opportunity, because the trail is throughout the whole county park. So you've got a trail run that you can go on. It's not very long. If you don't want to run, you can walk it. It should be a lot of fun. That starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, so you need to be here and register before 8 a.m. And then the exhibit buildings will be open at night. The animals will still be here Saturday night, and then Sunday everything closes up and everybody goes home.
All right, and remember, I think in the grandstands there's ATV racing.
Oh, that's right.
And Linda Smith will be on the free stage, and the carnival is running. So the fair continues on Saturday.
Yes, and some good food. You want to come out and support our local organizations that are here, that are providing food, and the profits that they take back to their individual communities and help with the organizational things in their communities.
The Dubois County 4-H Fair is a win-win for everybody. Jan, thank you very much for being with us. It's always a pleasure seeing you.
Well, we really appreciate you, Bill, and we appreciate all the public service that you do and the media messages that you give out for us. We really think that's great.
Well, we're glad to do it, and we hope to see you at the Dubois County 4-H Fair. I'm Bill Potter, and this is WJTS Inform. We have been talking with Jan Dougan. She is the Dubois County Extension Educator. Thank you for watching. We are local people watching local people.